Hello, Lily. After reading this paper, I found that your paper is incredible. You have some great research going on here. You're one of my best students, and you really just go above and beyond every single class. And I'm extremely thankful to have people like you in this class. It makes life so much easier as a teacher, and it just makes me super excited to see God doing all this awesome things in your life. Um, so let's just start from the top. If you just make a couple small adjustments to this paper, then you'll definitely be getting 100. First thing, at the top you see the header. Everything's perfect about it except the fact that it's in Calibri times 11 font. Okay, so you're going to want to increase that to 12 and then make that Times New Roman. And you're all set. Do the same thing there to the page number. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Do the same thing for the second page header here. I didn't see an abstract, so that's probably one of the bigger issues. So we'll talk about that in a second. So there's no abstract, just keep that in mind. You're supposed to have an abstract in APA research papers. And other than that, just a couple of like little formatting issues here. You see you want to make sure it's Mercola with a comma 2016. I added that there. You did really great. I definitely went above and beyond to make that happen. Make sure you're indenting on all of your paragraphs. I see a lot of these that aren't indented, so just push the tab button and then you indent. Okay, that's just the proper formatting for those essays. And I put right here, it says try to use an additional sources instead of just Wiley or Wiley. You used Wiley a lot throughout here, and so ideally I would like you to only use the same author like one or two, maybe three times throughout the whole paper and not overuse them multiple times, if that makes sense, because I want it to be all of your ideas and just a big mix of everything that you've been reading and not taking too much of one article and putting it into the paper. And then the final issue that I noticed was the reference page. So this is not an APA format at all. I see all of your different websites that were just copy and pasted, but they're not in an APA reference page format. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to take this one, for example, the Live Strong article. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it. And so just keep that in mind that it's now copied onto my browser. And I'm going to show you what you should do. Okay. This website is awesome. Okay, if it loads up pretty soon. It's called Citation Machine, so you're going to want to use that. Citation Machine. Write that down, pause this video. You're going to use Citation Machine, and you're going to put Control-V or paste it into here, and you're going to make sure it's selected on APA. And you're going to search websites. So then it's going to run the website, and see now it popped up that article, Elise Wiley. It's the one we were looking at. And you're going to go to the final step down here. You're going to click that. And then you're going to make sure you can look at the article side by side and make sure it's not missing any important information. And then you can put create citation. And this is a proper formatted reference. So you're going to copy that, and then you're going to put that in your paper and make sure it matches this sample here. So this sample is what you're going to be looking at. And if your paper at the end of revisions looks like this, then you are golden and you're going to get 100% without a doubt. Okay, so see these little side boxes here? These side boxes are going to be your best friend. You're going to look at these and compare your paper with it. So this describes what an abstract should be. An abstract is pretty much just a basic summary of the entire paper. It gives you the main ideas of what your research is getting at, what you're trying to define to your reader, and what your conclusions are basically. If I was to read your abstract without reading anything else, I should at least get a general understanding of everything in about 100 to 200 words. And just look through here. Go through this entire thing and make sure that your paper meets all of these standards here. Finally, we have the reference page at the bottom. Again, you don't have to have discussion. A couple things should be left out, but for the most part, you don't have to have discussion, and you don't have to, I'll see what else. No discussion. And that's pretty much it. You don't have to have a discussion, but the rest of it should be in there. Now, finally going down to the reference page here, this is what it's supposed to look like. So instead of just a ton of links like you had there, it's supposed to look like this in alphabetical order. So C Cummings is at the top and then Underwood's at the bottom, because C is near the top of the alphabet and U is at the bottom. So makes sense. And again, you can just find that by putting those websites into Citation Machine. All right, I hope that you found that helpful. So again, use this valuable resource on the Essay Help headquarters on graceanatomy.com to help you out. And if you have any questions, let me know. Great talking to you, and see you soon.